Good evening and welcome to another episode of Late Night with Lenette. I'm Lenette Peterson, your host. I am very excited about tonight's guest. I have been waiting for this guest to be on my show for some time now. I have Survival Instructor Chick Wetherbee. Welcome to the show, Chick.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Always good to see you. We're going to be doing a two-part show, folks. We're going to do the first one on basic hiking and hiking skills. The second one's going to be on survival. You get lost in the woods, you need to know what to do to survive. So, first of all, how did you get involved teaching survival skills?
Well, as a child, I was always out in the woods. My mother wouldn't let me out in the morning, and out in the woods I'd go, and she'd say be home by 5. And I was usually home by 5. You know, so that's when my interest started. Getting into the teaching and the schooling of it probably came in 1990, when someone came into my store and said, Chick, you should read Tracker. And I said, what's that? He says, it's a book by Tom Brown. I went, oh, good. 4 or 5 times she came in, and she kept saying, have you read that book? No. So finally I said to my wife, who ordered the books, I said, would you get Tracker in here? Well, I read it, and I went, wow, this is great. And so I gave it to a friend of mine, and she read it, came in the next week and said, I'm going down to that school. And I went, So I went home and said to my wife, Maggie's going down to the school. And she said, would you like to go? I said, yeah. She says, that would be great. And that's where it really started.
Nice. Now, you mentioned your store. Tell folks what store you have.
My store is Earthwood Natural Foods in Amherst.
Right. Yeah, I've frequented it
yes.
quite often. Very fun store.
Yeah.
I love the snacks in there.
Right.
And a good selection of vitamins. So you take a course in survival, and that's the beginning. The rest is history.
That's the beginning of it. In fact, as I was saying to you earlier, I'm going down to teach that, help out at a class in May, May 8th. It's a great class to take.
Yeah.
And as Tom said, I don't know if you know anything about Tom, but Tom is, in the world, he's in the top 5 trackers.
Oh, wow.
And survivalists.
Wow. So. Now, I have never taken that course, but I used to be the athletic director and PE teacher at Milford Christian Academy, and we had an environmental science program, and Chick came one year and taught the kids some survival skills before we went on our trip, because they were graded on stuff. They had, and when you came on, we added stuff that they had to do. That was just exciting.
Yeah.
So spring is just around the corner. People are hopefully gearing up to go hiking. What is the first thing that you would tell people about starting out hiking for the first time?
Shoes.
Yeah.
That's the big one. Don't buy the day you're going to go out the shoes. Yeah. Buy your boots, shoes, and wear them for at least a week, because there's always something that's going to be gnawing on your little toe or something like that, and you don't need that if you're 4 or 5 miles into the woods and you got to come out 4 or 5 miles. So shoes are first. Second of all, get a nice backpack, and they run from $59 up.
Yeah. Up.
You don't need the biggest or anything unless you're going to figure you're going to be carrying a whole bunch of things.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going for a day hike, day pack is good.
Right.
Small, just to carry the essentials.
Correct.
Yeah. Light is best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you get in there, you do find out how much it weighs.
Oh, yeah. And if you're going up, if you're on a hike that you're hiking up to a summit, that little 5-pound pack is going to feel like 50 pounds before you're at the summit.
Right, and it feels like they're pulling you right down with it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's gauge everything, weigh your backpack around, on a weekend before you go out. And that's just for the novice. For you have an idea what you're going to keep in your backpack.
Right.
So what I would say is, for the people out there that are backpackers, it's a good time to empty out your backpack.
Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of those gum wrappers. Get rid of the things that are in the bottom of it.
Yeah, it's funny. I just did a show on hiking with my daughter. Had my day pack, and I was emptying it out here, and we found a power bar.
Yeah.
My last hike, I never got to the last power bar.
Yeah. And it's a year old.
It's a year old. It's getting thrown out.
What essentials that you need in your backpack are a knife. You want to get a lock blade. A lock blade. It can be any size. This is my pocket knife.
Yeah.
$3.
Exactly. Yeah. He's got one of these, like I showed on my show.
Yeah.
You don't need this for a day hiking trip.
Right.
A little heavy.
Yeah.
And
it is
little
heavy.
Bulky. It do some damage.
Yeah. This one was custom made for my hand.
Oh, wow.
So that's great. I usually carry this. This is a neck knife.
Oh, gotcha.
That hangs down, so it's not in your backpack, but it's in there. Nice.
Oh, nice. Boy, that's cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
There we go.
Yeah, and nice and light.
Right.
Yeah, light. You want
Light.
as little weight as possible, even on a day hike.
And it's a whistle.
You have a must.
One of the things that you want to do when you're out backpacking and you happen to get lost, first of all, don't panic, because you may have to spend the night, but that's all right. But if you start yelling for help, about 15 minutes later, you're going to be going, help, help. Nobody's going to hear you. A whistle, all you do is blow into it, and it's catches people's attention.
Oh, exactly.
And that's that. You have to think of safety when you're out here, because you are out there. There's a lot of other people out there, but you could fall off a cliff, or something like that. Which later on in my notes, I'll say it now. Susan Morse. I don't know if you know her. She comes out of. She's one of my teachers, keeping track. She's in Vermont, and she's great tracker. But she tells a story of she and a gentleman of her were out in Maine, and they both fell off a cliff.
Oh, wow.
And they both broke their legs. And
they were on the same hike.
Yep. They were hiking together.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
And falling together.
Right. And she said, one thing I would say to carry in your backpack is Tylenol. And I'm a person that doesn't take anything, but I do have Tylenol in my backpack. I don't today because I got rid of it. I get new ones. And she said that they were in such pain that they laid there and they took a Tylenol. And when the pain subsided, they were able to walk about a quarter of a mile.
Gotcha.
Sit down, relax again, take another Tylenol, and they came across some people that got them out of the woods.
Yeah.
But they were in there for 3 hours.
Right, and you hear of people falling all the time. I had a bunch of girls on waterfall hikes. We were going from place to place hiking waterfalls, and those are treacherous.
Yeah.
You get all those wet rocks.
Slip.
Yeah, we watched a helicopter rescue. They had to go up and get the guy and kind of move him down with a basket, and the helicopter was waiting for him.
Wow.
You got to be careful.
Yeah. It is one of those things. So the Tylenol, as I said, I don't take it, but it's good to have in your backpack.
Exactly. Yep.
And
one thing I always bring Benadryl with me.
Okay.
Because I'm allergic to bee stings, and if you get stung, or if one of the girls that I hike with gets stung, even if you don't know they're allergic, if they take a Benadryl, that'll fight off any allergic reaction that's going to happen. So I take Tylenol and Benadryl.
And Benadryl.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. You should bring rope with you. This is all going into your backpack. This is a Camelback. It has a bladder in it right here.
Yep.
You fill it full of water, and you have extra water for yourself or your water supply.
And what I like about those, you don't have to stop and do your Nalgene or something. You're on a day hike, you're on a nice little walk, and you can just keep sucking on your water, stay hydrated, enjoying the sights. When
you're through, you can dump your Nalgene right into it.
Exactly,
which is good. And you do want water, either the bladder or the Nalgene.
Right.
As you can see, I've got duct tape on there. Duct tape is very, very useful in the woods. And all you have to do is peel it off. You wrap it around and you can undo it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that could save your life. I've never used it. In fact, it looks like I need to replace it.
I could have used it on a backpacking trip my daughter and I talked about. On one hike, I had 2 straps break on one backpack, the waist strap and the shoulder strap.
Oh.
And by the time we got to our 3-sided lean-to, we were doing the Mount Monadnock, Mount Sunapee Greenway.
Yeah.
Got to our lean-to, I shredded her long sleeve T-shirt and made a strap and made a belt, and that got us through the next 2
got you
days.
through.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Duct tape would have come in handy.
Yeah. Compass, make sure you have a compass or a GPS. Now, if with a GPS it has a battery on it,
Exactly.
it's going to go dead.
Yep.
So don't depend on it. Do not depend on it.
Yeah.
Now a compass, anyone out there should take a class in compass reading because you need a map.
Yep.
And
you need to know how to use the compass with the map.
Right.
Yeah. If you don't know where you are, the map and the compass,
they'll tell you the direction, but as I was saying earlier, you can go to Bangor going north, or you can go to the White Mountains going north.
Exactly.
It's according to where you are right now.
Exactly. Yeah. So a course with a compass is best.
Yeah. Right. Keep yourself calm if you do get lost. That's one of the biggest things. You know that there are people after going to be looking for you if you have to spend the night or a couple days in the woods. People are looking forward, which brings up, let someone know where you're going to be.
Right.
Just don't out in the woods and you've disappeared.
Right. Yeah, my daughter and I have a pact. We don't go hiking by ourselves.
Yeah.
We always have a buddy. I hiked once by myself. I had my black lab with me, and it was only to North Pack.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big hike, but a couple things came up, and there was one creepy individual on the trail, and I thought, that was the last time I ever hiked by myself.
Yeah, and you don't
especially as a female, always have a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Don't, because there are things that happen out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not to make you afraid.
Yeah, but safe.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Right. Water bottle. Nigel's good.
Yeah.
I carry in my other backpack, which is down there, one that has a filter in it.
Gotcha. Yep.
So I can dip out of most clean streams and not worry about giardia because it does filter giardia out.
Oh, that is cool. No, I've never seen an algae with the. It has a screw-on filter.
Yeah. Yes, it does. But it's up in here.
Oh, gotcha.
If
So I should.
Yeah, if I wasn't wired right now, I'd go and pick it up.
Next show.
Yeah. And you just sip out of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it works great. Now, giardia is something, don't drink any water out of a stream.
Yeah. No matter how clean the water looks,
Or
don't
how fast it's
do
going.
it.
Right.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
No. I had a friend, you were telling me about a friend that just dipped her
Toothbrush. Yeah.
And
That was it. The next day, she went home vomiting and diarrhea for about a week.
yeah, and I had a friend come off of Mount Washington to the lake up on the top.
Yep.
Water running, drank out of it, And he came back. He got sick, diarrhea, vomiting. It took them about 3 weeks before they diagnosed what it was.
Ugh.
And I mean, what it is a little tiny protozoan. And when you drink it, it gets into your intestines and bores through the intestinal wall. So you become septic, really.
Oh, wow.
And good antibiotics will get rid of it. So, it's something that can be cured.
Right.
But it's one of those things that be very, very aware. You can take that water and boil it for 5 minutes, rapid boil, and you kill the giardia.
Right. Yeah. Or like I have a Katahdin pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
In an instant, you have fresh water.
Filters it right out.
Yeah. Those are cool.
That's really, really great. I put in my backpack, in all my packs, plastic sheet. Now the plastic sheet really doesn't weigh anything.
Right. Those are.
And you can hide them back there, and you forget they're there.
Yep.
This can become a poncho.
Right.
This can become a tent, and it can also become a water still. And we'll talk water still when we're talking survival.
Yeah, I remember those.
So that's a great thing to keep in there. Flashlight and a mirror, you know, you need them if you're going to be out, because you never know when you might be out after dark.
Right.
You know, and
yeah, we always have a headlamp
Yep.
in our backpacks.
Yeah.
So that way our hands are free. We can have the headlamp on, and we're not holding something. So if we trip because it's dark, we can catch ourselves.
You catch yourself, but also the light
Yeah,
goes flying
exactly.
off.
Because that's happened in the backyard and in the driveway.
Right.
And they also have those nice ones that clip on the visor of your hat. We have those also.
Oh yeah, I have one that doesn't clip on, but it's the first one you were talking about.
Yeah, the headlamp.
Yeah, the headlamp. We use them often. Bring an extra coat. Now it doesn't have to be a winter coat.
Right.
It can just be one of the,
like windbreaker, a shell.
a windbreaker type thing, because you never know the type of storm might hit. When you're up there, it's a different weather than there is down below, and you're going into cooler temperature anyway.
Right. Even hiking up Mount Monadnock, you get nice, sunny, warm weather down below. You get at the top of Mount Monadnock. We've been up there, and we've had some cold lunches sitting at the top of Mount Monadnock. Yeah, there's a big enough difference that the weather's going to change.
Yeah. Also, a hat. You know, just a little beanie type thing.
Right, yeah.
You throw that on, it's holding heat in you, which is really, really great.
Yeah,
because, you know, you never know. Now, all of this is beginning to weigh, you know. So you're going to have to really start looking at what you're doing. First aid kit. I mean, I have one here with Band-Aids.
Right.
And, you know, just minimal. In
Right.
fact, this is where my mirror is, right here.
Yeah, that's where mine is also in my first aid kit.
Because you can look for ticks also.
Yep. Yeah.
Always be aware of direction. We were talking GPS and compass a minute ago. Always be aware of your direction, because nobody has a sense of direction.
No.
You know, we all think we do, but it's because we notice things.
Right.
You know.
And what I've always told the girls that I used to take hiking, if you look in front of you and you don't see your trail marker, turn around and look behind you. You may see one behind you, and then you know, okay, I'm still on the right trail.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that brings up, as you're walking in the woods, you should turn around anyway, because you're coming out this way.
Right.
Make it look familiar.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know where we are. I didn't see it. And often, when you're walking down the trail and you turn around, there's a deer going out, because it was right on the trail when you walked by it, and it felt safe to turn around. That's happened to me twice.
Oh, too funny.
Which is really,
Yeah, that's
whoa.
always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always thankful for something like that. So always be aware of your direction. You know, think about it. I'll bring it up in the survival thing too. Could you get to your house right now without on a straight line to your house? Think about it. You know.
Straight line?
Yep.
No.
No. Most people couldn't.
No.
And so, you know, be aware of where your house is, or wherever you're going to go, a parking lot or something like that. You know, so that you have the general direction. Know where the sun is.
Yeah, and that's a big one. We do that with our daughters in the car all the time.
Yeah.
We'll ask, I'll have to cover my rearview mirror because it has a compass. And I'll say, okay, which direction? And I say, where's the sun?
Right.
And always look where the sun is.
Yeah.
And know where the sun is at what time of day helps as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I teach at Beaver Brook in Hollis, and in my class, I'll say to the kids, you know, which way is your house?
Yeah.
And they're going like this all over the place, you know, and they're way off.
Oh, I bet.
You know, but by the end of the class, I say to them, okay, in a different location, where's your house? And they'll be, you know, within, you know, they're close enough.
Oh, very good.
You know,
yeah.
which is really, really great.
Now, say, what is the biggest mistake most hikers make? Is there one that's...
Panic.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one. But most of hikers out there, they have the heavier backpack. You know, they get tired. You know, and as soon as you get tired and dehydrated, make sure you're all. That's why the Camelback is great, because it's right there, and you just go.
Yeah.
You know.
And one bladder in the Camelback, mine holds 2 liters
Wow.
of water. I'm good to go for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually have enough water for me and my dog.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want. Because once you get dehydrated, you're not thinking properly.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you have to be aware of hypothermia too. I mean, that's the other. You know, you were mentioning going to the top of Monadnock. It's cold.
Oh, it is.
You know.
Yeah.
And if you're coming up from 75, 80 degrees,
Yeah.
and you go up into 45, that's cold.
Right. And a lot of times when people have those big, heavy backpacks, they bring stuff. And a lot of the stuff isn't needed.
Right.
It's just extra weight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, as Tom Brown says, he says, you know, we are aliens in the woods.
Yeah. Oh, true.
So we bring our comforts with us. We bring music with us. You know, I mean, that's the iPhone now. But,
Right,
but you know,
exactly.
we would bring music. We bring a 6-pack of beer with us. You know, we
Yep.
bring all this extra stuff with us. You're out in the woods. Enjoy it.
Right. Yeah. And all that stuff weighs extra
Right.
poundage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're getting tireder, you're getting depleted of water, you know,
Yep.
you start to sweat, hypothermia, you know,
Yeah.
I'd say hypothermia probably.
Yeah, the extra thing my daughter and I bring on backpacking trips is a deck of cards. Nice and light, small, and oh my word, hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no extra weight.
Right.
Yeah.
As I say, you know, your food, people say, well, what should I bring for food? You know, whatever you want to.
Right.
Whatever you want to. But one of the things that we practice at the tracker school is I don't eat bananas from March until September, and I don't eat peanuts from March to September, because you give off a smell that attracts vectors.
Oh.
And any blood-sucking animal I don't want near me.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And what do they put in trail mix? Dried bananas and peanuts.
Yeah. Oh, and my daughter and I love eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on
Yeah.
the trail.
Right.
And that attracts the bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna change my diet.
Yeah. And I stop in March because to get it out of my system.
Right.
And I mean, the end of September, oh, I'm dying for a banana.
Oh, yeah. No, the peanut butter would be my
Or
killer.
peanut
Yeah,
butter.
yeah, because I mean, we that's our main staple.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh, well, wraps when we're backpacking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I gotta find something else with protein.
Almond butter's okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
is there protein? Is there
Yeah.
a lot of protein like in peanut
Yeah.
butter? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it costs more, but
Yeah.
it's better for you, though.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Huh. Now, do you have a favorite hike? Do you have a trail that's your favorite?
Not really. I mean, maybe going up Pac Monadnock.
Yeah, I like the
You know,
Raymond Trail.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a quick one.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, because I like to wander. I don't like to stay on trails. I'm
Okay.
a rebel.
Yeah.
No.
Don't listen to him in this part, folks. Stay on your trail.
Right.
You're going to be lost in the
Yeah.
woods.
And one of the things I make sure I don't do is I try to be as quiet as I can when I'm hiking.
Yeah.
You know, people want to talk. They make a lot of noise with their boots.
Yep.
You ask them, you know, you meet them on the trail, have you seen any animals? And they'll go, no animals. Well, it's because you've been talking.
Yeah. All the racket.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I like to wander and to be as if I can come across an animal of some sort out there, you know, and not disturb it
Right.
and just go right by it.
Yeah.
It's made my day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Ever had any interesting surprises on a trail?
met a bear once.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't paying attention. That's one of the big things in survival is awareness. And I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden, out the corner of my eye, I went, and this bear was walking right. He walked into the path in front of me, and I stopped, and we both looked at each other, going, "Ooh, really?
Oh, wow.
Okay." And he stood up, he or she, and
Yeah.
I don't know today what it was,
Yeah.
but He stood up, and I just looked at him and went, and I turned around and walked the other way, hoping that everything I teach works. And it did.
Very good.
It did.
You're here to tell the story.
Yeah. I went about 20 feet, stopped, and turned around, and the bear was down, walking down the trail.
Oh, very good.
You know, but no real confrontation. But,
Yeah.
And that's when it set in. I went, oh.
Oh, too funny. Yeah. But the hair on the back of your neck was standing on end.
Right.
Oh, yeah, surprises. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So I'm with my family at Mount Monadnock. I wander off the trail, and I get lost. What should I do?
Like this. Put your hands like this behind your ears. Hear me speaking? Drop them at any time. Just drop your, notice how everything just dropped away? My voice died off.
Oh, yeah.
Is that? Okay. Monadnock, you go and you pick up traffic.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone talking.
Exactly. Wow.
It's called deer ears.
Interesting. Yeah, and that's when the whistle comes in handy, too.
Right. Right.
3 toots, SOS.
Yeah.
And my daughter will have a whistle, and if we're separated, she'll toot a couple times, I'll toot a couple, and we'll keep tooting until
you sink in.
Yeah, we sink. And if only one of us has a whistle, if it's me, I'll just blow a couple times, and I'll just keep blowing a couple times, staying in my location.
Right.
So then she comes to me.
Yeah.
Because she can hear me, I can't hear her.
Yeah.
You got to be safe in the woods.
Right. Do you know why people walk in a circle in the woods?
No.
Well, when you walk, your left foot, your right foot. When you're on your left foot, you're going to take a shorter step because your left foot, if you're right-handed.
Gotcha.
When you come up on your right foot, you're able to hold this longer, and you take another step. So you're going, say, 24 inches with your right foot, 25 inches with your left foot. And so you just continue right around in a circle.
Yep. Well, we are at the end of episode 1.
Oh, no.
Yes. Well, folks, this is the end of the show. This was our basic hiking skills. Next week, tune in again, and you will see a show on basic survival skills. Good night, and God bless.